We're going to be learning the gather bind off. To bind off, you will need, to do the gather bind off, you will need a loom with some knitted work on it, yarn, a yarn needle, and a pair of scissors. So, to begin, you have to cut off a tail. To do that, the best option usually is to take your working yarn and wrap it loosely around your loom 2.5 times, just to be on the safe side, like this. All right, then you want to cut your yarn. Okay, then you want to unwrap all of your tail and you want to thread it onto your yarn needle. Let's see. Thread it. Sometimes getting this yarn in this needle is a real pain, but if you get some threads, you can sometimes get it in here. So just play with it, try to get it in there. Once you do, pull it all the way through, get yourself a little bit on there. And then you want to start by finding your first peg, bringing your yarn needle up and under your first loop or stitch. Then you want to pull this through, pull all of your tail through, and make sure it's not attached to any of the pegs. All right, and then remove this loop. Okay, and we go and we do it to the next one, up and under, and remove the loop. Up and under. Sometimes you'll get caught on this, but up and under, remove the loop. And you just want to continue to do this all the way around. Sometimes you can do, if you want to, you can do a couple of them. And then come back and remove right, and then you can come back here and you can go remove, 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 you kind of pull. All right, so you go up from the bottom of the yarn of your loop. You take your working yarn or your tail up through that loop, and then you remove the loop and let it go. And you just do that all the way around until you're completely done. And so at the end, you'll have your work all removed from your loom. Okay, and last one, up, pull it through. All right, now the reason they call it a gather bind off is because if you slightly pull your working yarn or your tail, all right, let me do this way. If you pull it, you'll see it's starting to close. All right. And as you can see, I must have missed a stitch here. But when you do that, it's all closed, see? And then you take your tail and you pull it You want to knot this side, and then you can pull it through. Okay? But this is how you close hats and socks, because it makes a nice little circle here. Right? And then you just knot off. And that is how you do the gather bind off.